Hi, everybody. I am Sarah, and this other wonderful person you're seeing is Susanna, and we are the two moms that make up the Uncharted Motherhood. And today we just wanted to hop on and we kind of wanted to do like a reintroduction of our blog and of ourselves too, because we've gotten a lot of new faces joining our community, which is like super duper exciting. So, welcome if you are just now joining us. We're so excited to have you here in the Uncharted Motherhood community, and we hope you stick with us through today's video and all of our posts every month. So yay for that. So let me just give you like a little bit of a rundown of the blog. So we had started this blog as a way to reach moms in isolation and moms that needed a safe place to be able to talk about tough issues in motherhood. And this wasn't really something that was planned, which I still think is like really cool. It kind of like fell into our laps one day when Susanna and I had gotten to talking. And so we just kind of took the idea and ran with it, and like legit, God has just like blessed it from day one. Mm-hmm. And the amount that we've been able to grow on different platforms and just the exposure to people that, not only ones that we know in our own community, but people literally across the world. Like, we've had, how many countries did we have?
Let's see, we've had like we're actually almost at 2,000 blog views since we launched last month, and I think we're at 25 different countries.
That's so cool. Yeah, so like it shows up when people from different countries like look at our blog, and that's just like so cool to know that we have like a community of moms literally around the world. So that's been really cool for us. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of rundown on just like the basics of the blog. So we release like 3 to 4 features per month, just on different topics. And they all pertain to one monthly topic. So like this month we're doing isolation, so all of them will like correlate to that. We are on here every Tuesday at 2, so don't forget Tuesdays at 2. Mark us down on your calendars. Make sure you come hang with us here. And if you are here right now, go ahead and comment. We want to say hi to you.
Yes, let us see who you are. Say hi. Hi,
Krista. Ooh, hi. So we also have a YouTube page where we've been putting all of these videos. So if you happen to like miss something, then you can find us on there. If you're a Pinterester, which I hope you are, because if you're not, you're missing out hardcore. You go find us on Pinterest. Our content is on there. We've also been able to connect with all the other mom bloggers, like literally across the world again. And so if you want to see some of their stuff is on there too. It's like a really good place just to gather information as a whole. And also our Facebook page, which obviously you're aware of if you're on here. But you can catch all of our content here as well. You won't miss anything if you're following our page. So I think that's about it as far as the blog goes. I think Susanna and I, like I said, want to reintroduce ourselves just in case you missed out on who we are and the faces behind the blog. So I'm Sarah. I am a Florida girl born and bred, and we're actually living in North Carolina right now because my husband is military. We've been here for a few years, but we were in California prior to this for about 5 years. And we have a little girl named Aubrey, and she's going to be 1 year old in less than 2 weeks, which is I can't believe it. I don't think I'm ready.
Fast.
I know, it goes so fast. And we also have 2 fur babies that are a handful, but they're awesome. One is actually sitting here with me as we talk. They're a little thingy, but they're cute. And I'm a foodie. That's like the way to my heart. Pizza is the way to my heart. Coffee. I mentioned Pinterest. I love me some Pinterest. That type of stuff. So pretty basic girl over here. But that's about it for me. I'm going to pass it off to Susanna now so she can tell you some about herself. But while I'm doing that too, again, we want to hear from you guys. So like introduce yourself in the comments if you're here. We want to hear something about you too. So passing it off to Susanna now.
Perfect. Hey ladies. Can you type on there if my video is lagging today? I've had lots of trouble with my video freezing and my audio is okay. So will you just like somebody, if you're still watching, just let me know if this video is clear or if I need to. This is my 3rd different Wi-Fi connection that I've tried in the last 3 weeks. So I'm like, hopefully 3rd time's the charm. Anyways, my name is Susanna. Welcome. Sarah and I are so excited to have you here. The heart behind our blog is just to reach out to all the mamas and we're really excited by the support that we're getting from our friends and family. A little bit about me. Once again, my name is Susanna Shrink. I will be 29 next week. It's crazy. Yep, my birthday's coming up. I live in Orlando, Florida, but I'm from Missouri, so I'm like a total Midwest girl, a little bit of a hillbilly. I'm missing my fall, but I love Florida. And let me tell you why. I just discovered that we have a coast called the Treasure Coast. And there were like 11 ships that wrecked off that coast, and they discover treasure washed up all the time. And so for my birthday, my husband's getting me a metal detector.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, Kendallin. That is so sweet. Hi, Blair. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about our amazing friends that are joining us today. Anyways, so Florida is awesome. I'm loving it. I live here with my husband, Randall. He is in his his next last semester of grad school. He actually applied for graduation today. So I know he's going to be a nurse practitioner, and he's going to work with kids that are really sick in the hospital, things like that. And then I have 3 precious, adorable children. They keep me young. Can you see these wrinkles? I have Shiloh, he's 6, and Sophia is 5, and my little precious Sawyer is 1. And I tell mamas that I spend all my day and all my night trying to keep my babies alive and loved, and it is a full-time gig. And so sometimes that's all I get out of life. I hold them up to Randall at the end of the day whenever I see him, and I'm like, look, I kept them alive today, and I love them. And so then we clap and celebrate, and sometimes I vent on him. But that's a little bit about me. I'm a photographer. That's my passion and profession, and I'm very artistic. I play the cello, and I love all things music. So Florida's been awesome for photography. That has been so much fun. And, Sarah and I have actually been blown away this week just by how many moms have been reaching out to us. And we're kind of hearing the same thing over and over, that a lot of people are going through things right now. I feel like everybody's going through something. And we've had a lot of moms sharing prayer requests and messaging us, just saying, hey, I'm going through this, and I think we were both really surprised this week just by the need, by the grief and the pain that people are walking through. And I think that most of us could probably relate to that. So I just want to address that first. I just want to say, Sarah and I want to say from the bottom of our hearts that we're hurt for you, and we feel that pain, and we acknowledge that. That is something that we're really sorry that you're having to walk through. And we're also walking through our own personal struggles. Like Sarah and I both have some serious battles that we're doing in life right now, and so we totally get that. And we know that fear and that pain that can paralyze you. We totally understand that. And then we also know that grief is part of being a human, but it is gosh darn hard to wake up and be a mom when you're going through emotions like grief and pain or disappointment. And so we just wanted to tell you, we totally get that. You're in the right place. If you're broken, if you're hurt, then you're in the right place, because these girls totally get it. But I also wanted to remind you of something else. Maybe something you haven't thought about in a little while. If you don't take anything from today, take this with you, okay? The moment that your child was conceived was the moment that you were chosen to be your baby's mama. And it doesn't matter if it was adoption, it doesn't matter if you're a bio mom, you are literally chosen to be your baby's mother. And not someone who has more money, not someone who has more time, not someone who has more energy or who's more orderly. I could use that. Or someone who's more creative. You were chosen as that baby's mama by God. And that is a beautiful, sacred calling. You were chosen by God intentionally to be your child's mother. So just sit in that a second, just absorb that and, celebrate that. And just that's a calling that's on your life. And with that calling comes incredible difficulty and sacrifice and responsibility. But with that calling also comes, guess what? Buckets full of God's grace. There is so much of God's grace available for whatever reality that you're walking through. And He has picked me up and carried me through the hardest times. Um, and it's in those hardest moments, like you're the only one who can be your kid's mom. You are called to it. And the good thing is that in those really hard moments, just remember that God's grace will meet you there. You don't have to go get it. You don't have to rise to it. God's grace is going to find you in that hard moment. Not right before, not right after, but like really where you're walking through that agony or that difficulty. God's going to find you there because it's written in your heart and it's written in your DNA now that you're that kid's mama. And that is so incredible. We say here at the Uncharted Motherhood that motherhood is a journey. It's definitely not a destination. And it's a place of discovery, humility, loss. And I feel like you experience heights of love and joy like you've never felt, but also heights of exhaustion like you've never felt before. Um, and it might take, like I said earlier, it might take all of your time, day and night, to keep your kid alive and loved, because some of those kids are really hard to keep alive, let's be honest. My little Sawyer he runs headfirst into danger right now. But it's like, if it's taking all of your time day and night to keep your baby alive and loved, let me tell you this. Well done, mama. Good job. You are doing it. It is that hard and it is that important. And I think Sarah and I we're very passionate to share the idea of don't struggle alone. And that's kind of why we're trying to create this sisterhood right here. Is that we are stronger together and we're all going through this. And my house might look clean on this side, but you should see the other side where I piled all my crap. It's not so clean. But if you're working through something, reach out to us, send us a message. Or if we are featuring a blogger that's just really connecting with your reality, comment on it. Let us know. And I will also say this. If you have a story, like we've been so honored, Kendall and I still hope you're watching. Kendall's story has been amazing, and it has reached like 200 people in just the last few days. But I think a lot of people can relate with what she's going through. And she was brave enough, and she has such a beautiful heart just to share that. And so if you want to share your story, your name can be attached to it, or you can be totally anonymous. But we're looking for stories just to say, hey, mom, like you're not alone. We are going through this together. And so yeah. But if you're struggling, reach out to us. Like Sarah and I love to pray for people, and we love to just chat and see what's going on. And so we just really want to walk through life together with you. So I think we just don't want moms to be stuck in isolation or lost. So message us or comment or, get involved with our sisterhood. And I think I'm going to turn this over to Sarah. She's going to talk to that isolation a little bit more. So.
Yeah. So the isolation stuff, I kind of wanted to talk about, like what was coming up. Hopefully now you've seen that post that we were talking about that Kimberlyn did. It was amazing. It really is taking off right now. There's so many people just in our community alone that have commented on it. But like I mentioned before, we have our other pages, specifically Pinterest that we post on, and we link everything back. And it has been incredibly impactful in the Pinterest mom community so far. So usually just like a little SEO plug for you guys. So usually it'll take like a couple weeks for us to tell if people are interested in that topic, but that pin has already had so many impressions and views, so it's really blown us away just how impactful that story has been. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you're gonna want to. She really knocked it out of the park for real. Just talking about how she's losing friends kind of at the beginning of her motherhood journey and finding a new community and just how awesome that is. And we're honored that she shared that story with us. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and do that. And yes, like I thank you for from the bottom of our hearts and thank you for sharing that with us and being vulnerable enough to share it with everybody. anybody else. We know for a fact, and I'm sure you can see by some of the comments and whatnot, how many people have already been impacted by it. So we have two other features that are going to come up as well, and Susanna wrote one of them that is absolutely amazing. It's 9 rules to making mom friends, and I don't know about you guys, but making mom friends can definitely be difficult. Um, yeah, so it's it's just like this weird limbo that you can be in motherhood and how to make mom friends and what do you do and what do you say and all that good stuff. So she kind of outlines that and even some little tips of things that you might do wrong, which is definitely helpful because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes in like the motherhood community, it seems like some things or topics are, I don't know, sometimes things can just be taboo and you don't even know it, especially as a new mom, because you might not have been immersed in the community enough yet to know. So she mentioned some stuff that's super helpful about that. I also wrote something for this month that'll be coming up as well, and it speaks kind of directly to the lonely mom. And I think we've all been that person in our motherhood journey at some point or another, whether you've been through it in new motherhood or maybe you're going through it now or maybe you haven't and you want to know how to help somebody who is. That would be awesome if you would just take a peek at my feature that's coming up. It talks about kind of how to end isolation in motherhood as well. And a little secret, I don't know if it's necessarily a secret, but I guess you have to read to find out. So, of how to end that and just kind of like how to help when you're in isolation in motherhood. So we want you to keep an eye out for those 2 posts. They'll be coming your way before the month is out. And I think, do you have anything else, Savannah?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, well, I think that's gonna like wrap us up for today, and we want to thank you guys so much for watching. And if you can really help to just share our community with other people, invite them to the page, or if you might tag them in the video, or send them a message, or however it works. Our goal is really to reach every mom in need of support, and we really need your help to do that. Also, one more reminder that I am going to echo what Sabrina said. If you have a story that you want to share, we really want to hear it from you. Drop us a private message or email us. All of that stuff can be found on our Facebook or the actual blog website itself. There's also a community here tab on the blog if you prefer to go that way that kind of outlines it a little deeper and gives you an idea of what we're looking for. And that would be awesome if you want to just check that out as well. We really do think that every mom has a story to share and we want to hear yours and we want other moms to benefit from the journey that they went through because you never know, there might be someone watching this that has gone through the same thing as you and they're going to read your story and it's going to give them so much encouragement and support. So we would love to have your story. If you would love to work with us, we'd love to work with you.
There are literally at least 2 moms watching this video that are going to get a message from me in the near future like, hey, do you want to post on our blog? Because I love your story. So watch out, moms. I'm coming for you.
Take your inbox. So yeah, we're super thankful for your interactions this week, guys. Like it's blown us away just who we've heard from and just people that want to be featured, but also people just reaching out and saying, hey, like I appreciate what you're doing and we appreciate just the message that you have. And that means a lot to us because this has just been something that's been not just an outlet for Susanna and I, but like really a true passion of something that we want to succeed. So we really appreciate all of you. And I think that's it for today, but we'll be back next Tuesday at 2. So you want to see it?
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.